Did you know there are an estimated 35.8 million people around the world today who are trapped in modern-day slavery? Today I am here to educate you on the epidemic of human trafficking and what we as a people can do to help put this movement to a stop. I have always known human trafficking has been an issue, but now that I have researched this subject in depth, my eyes have been opened to how severe this issue has become. Today we will look at the different forms of slavery, the severity of slavery, and the solution to put slavery to a stop. First, let's discuss the different forms or names modern-day slavery takes. Slavery refers to a situation where one person has complete control over another. Slavery has many different names, but it is still wrong and it is still slavery. In law, debt bondage refers to working or pledging their labor under the control of as security for a debt. According to the Global Slavery Index, bonded labor victims are often born into slavery, forced to repay a loan, sometimes from generations before. Forced labor is known as any work or service someone is forced to do against their will. According to the End It movement, this is most frequently found in labor-intensive, under-regulated industries. And such industries are agriculture, fishing, and manufacturing. Human trafficking is when someone is taken away from their home and transported to another city or country, many times under a false promise of employment or a better life. When a human is trafficked, they are traded with intent of exploitation, and ways of exploiting are prostitution, slavery, and even in the removal of organs. As you can see, slavery takes the forms of many different names, but nevertheless it is still wrong. And next we will take a look at how severe slavery is becoming. According to Acts21.org, the severity of human trafficking is on the rise, and it is the fastest growing crime in the world. The End It movement reports that modern-day slavery is the second largest global organized crime in the world, and it generates $150.2 billion per year. This is more than the revenues of Amazon, Google, and eBay combined. The International Labor Organization reported 99 billion of that came from sexual exploitation, and the other 51 from economic exploitation. According to Global Slavery Index, slavery exists in 167 countries, including the US. There are an estimated 60,100 people in modern-day slavery today in the United States. And according to the National Human Trafficking Hotline, in 2013 they received reports of human trafficking in all 50 states. And you can see this map of the US behind me on where human trafficking is more prevalent. According to the ILO, 55% of forced labor victims are women and girls. And according to CNN.com, 1 in 5 victims is a child. From these statistics, one can see the severity of modern-day slavery is not something to take lightly. So let's next discuss what we as a people can do to help stop this movement. Alone, it might seem impossible to abolish slavery, but together we can take action by raising awareness, donating time and finances, and always through prayer. Raising awareness alone will not stop slavery, but it is a key factor in the launch. According to the Department of State, awareness of human trafficking will help people to identify victims in captivity and also be able to report suspicious activity. And learning the red flags of human trafficking will also help individuals from becoming victims of trafficking themselves. Supporting organizations through financial support and volunteering time can also help put slavery to a stop. When you donate to organizations like the End It movement, your finances help support refugee camps for trafficked victims all around the world. If time is something you have to offer, you can volunteer to do victim outreach or offer your professional services to a local anti-trafficking organization. And if one does not have time or finances, the power of prayer is a source that is always viable. Acts21.org developed this free downloadable resource, and you can see what it looks like behind me, and it talks about how to pray for human trafficking. The prayer guide is very specific on how to pray, such as if praying for the victims, pray for strength and healing. And when praying for the traffickers, pray for conviction and repentance. This tool is a great way to remind us all about the trafficked victims around the world, and it can help ignite our passion to put slavery to a stop. As we stand together in prayer, we have the opportunity to see God move in this situation. My hope for you today is that through this speech, you have gained knowledge about modern-day slavery. The different forms of slavery are increasing every day, and we as a people need to do something about it. My challenge for you is that you desire to get involved, whether through finances, volunteering, or prayer, in hopes to abolish modern-day slavery. Although the idea might seem impossible, together in unity, I believe human trafficking can be defeated. Thank you.
All right.